we'll just leave it. Hi, my name's Mary, and I wanted to show you about our new Border Buddy system. When you buy the Border Buddy system, it comes with 4 Border Buddy brackets, 4 spikes, and enough nails to nail in your brackets. Let's show you what the project's going to look like. So this is a typical area at the end of your garden spot this is along our driveway. You can see that it's really, we had a border that ended right here, and I put a big planter. Well, I want to continue this box over to here and add more gardening space at this end. It gets a lot of sun. So our first step is to get our landscape timber, and we need to measure the length of what this is going to be. So I know for me, this box will continue on from here, and it's going to be about 36 inches. And from the driveway section, we're going to run right to about 36 inches. So I'm only making 2 sides to this border box. If you wanted to and make it an entire box, you can do that too. So the first step, we're going to cut this timber so I can place it here. We're going to keep it as low as we can because you want your spikes to go right into the dirt. And there's 5 holes on each side with 2 in the center. Because we're just doing this for stability features, we're just going to nail in a couple on each side. Whoops, that one went away. Okay, you notice that I only did 3 on each side. You can do 5 if you want. We found 3 to hold very well. But if you have a structure that you know kids will be playing around, you probably want something that's nailing in 5 on each side. So right now we're going to flip it up. It's pretty good here. Now we're going to, because we're going down to this end, we need to make sure that we have this one attaching to the end, so it's going to attach to both sides. And that means you're going to take your bracket and you're going to affix your bracket so that the holes for the spikes are on the inside corner. So you see how I'm slipping it in here? I just want to make sure that I'm in the right spot. This is going to line up. We're keeping it as low as we can on the board. So we'll take this one. You see I'm just turning it right up. It makes it a lot easier when you're putting in your nails. Get my hammer. A lot easier when it goes into this end of the wood. There's 2. And since this is really holding this end, I'm going to use all 5 on this side. one. Now, our border buddy is attached on both sides, and we're going to line it up in the position that we want. Make sure. And looks like it's in the right spot for both of these for me. I want to put in the last border buddy on that side so that I don't have to worry about bending over while I'm doing it. So I'm going to put it on this side, make it really low. And just okay, so now we're ready to tip this up and put in our spikes. And in this instance, it might be easier to put this border in if you have extra hands and somebody can give you a hand. They can hold it for you, and then you can just adjust and put your border in this way. Otherwise, you're going to lean over and just do it as you're working in your garden. So thanks to my husband, George. Thank you, George. I'm going to turn it this way a little bit. Oh. Now remember, I said this is a hinge joint where you're attaching two. So for stability, I'm going to add 2 more nails at the bottom. Okay, so now let's turn this over and put it into the space we want it. And our stakes, I need 3. So we're just going to put it in. I'm just setting it right now so I can look at it, see if it's the way I want it to be. Okay, and I think this needs to come a little bit further this way. And by adjusting these, you can see how tight the corner will be for you. I have to get 1 more spike. Landscape timbers to the lengths that we wanted to make a box. I pulled out the weeds so that we have enough, we can see how level it will be when we put our boards down. And when you might notice that I want a little more depth underneath, so I'm going to put some dirt underneath here. Make it a little bit more level. I'm going to put this guy in just to make sure it's in the right shape that I want. I notice I need a little bit more right here. Okay, so that looks pretty good. I sacrificed some hostas, but we're going to now just use our brackets. We just need 2, we'll need 3 on this one because we're going to put a spike on this end, a spike and a bracket in here, and another spike and bracket there. So now the easy part is just nailing it together. So let's start with this end. we're going to put our bracket on the inside wall. And you can see I'm just marking it where I want it to be. Leave some of our dirt there. And I'm taking it right to the end, and I'm going to start nailing some of the bracket in on each side. Give you a hand. You can hold it for you, and then you can just adjust and put your border in this way. Otherwise, you're going to lean over and just do it as you're working in your garden. So, thanks to my husband George. Thank you, George. I'm going to turn it this way a little bit. Oh. Now remember, I said this is a hinge joint where you're attaching two. So for stability, I'm going to add 2 more nails at the bottom. Okay, looks pretty good to me. I got some weeds in here. Okay, so then we nail these down if you feel it's where you want it to be. And the last one. And there you have it, a border in about 35 minutes. So these also are easy to remove. If you wanted to pull it up, you don't like this, you wanted to change the lumber out, they come right out. You can just lift it up. So we didn't have to have outside. Okay, so now I'm just adding some mulch. If you bring it close up to the top, you'll hide all of the border buddy that you see. And typically I would put soil down, add some more soil, but this is right now looking pretty good, and my hostas will come back. And next spring I'll add some other flowers in this bed. So there you go, border buddy. You know what they're going to do. Strong enough that you can stand on.